In the 18th century, a man called Jean is in a cell waiting for his sentence. A bunch of guards come to drag him out and present him to a furious crowd, who yell and ask for justice as a lord reads the sentence. In 2 days, Jean will be bound to a cross and beaten up with an iron rod to then be hung to death. This started a few years ago in Paris. In a horribly smelling market, a woman attending to her stall starts having contractions and has the baby right there, letting him drop to the ground. Since all her previous babies were stillbirths, she assumes this one is dead too, so she cuts the cord and pushes him into the leftover fish guts before going back to work. This baby is Jean and soon takes his first breath, which gets him to smell all the horrid scents from the market. When Jean cries for the first time, all the people in the market hear him and accuse the mother of trying to kill him. The mother tries to run away, but the crowd catches her and she's executed. Afterward, Jean is sent to Madame Guillard's orphanage, where there already are so many kids that they sleep in piles. When the baby is left in one of these many piles, the children are annoyed by his presence. A boy tries to poke him, but Jean grabs the finger and smells it, which creeps everyone out. The children decide to kill Jean with a pillow, and when he starts crying, Madame Guillard comes over to save him and whips the children for their misbehavior. Years pass, and by age 5, Jean still can't talk. The other kids think he's a weirdo and avoid him, so Jean spends his time using his unique talent. It turns out he has a superior olfactory sense that allows him to identify any scent, even if it's far away or it's something that isn't supposed to smell. At this age, Jean still can't differentiate good from bad smells. He just likes exploring and discovering new scents. Sometimes he even smells dead animals, and the other kids would throw rotten fruit at him for being creepy. Eventually, Jean learns to talk and to tell what objects are around him with his eyes closed by just using his nose. By the time he turns 13, Madame Guillard sells Jean to Grimal, the owner of a tannery. Jean becomes an apprentice and Guillard gets some money, but on her way home, she gets robbed and killed. Life expectancy in the tannery is 5 years, but Jean proves he's tough and works hard every day, dreaming of visiting the city someday to explore more scents. After several years pass of Jean working over 10 hours a day, Grimal finally takes Jean with him to the city to